In this walkthrough video, I'll introduce you to the basic elements of using the Best Spinner 4. Now you can make the video full size by clicking on the zoom icon, normally found in the bottom right of the video playback area. The Best Spinner is a system based around projects to keep your work organized. As you can see, we have some example projects here, and within each of the projects you can use the disclosure triangle to see any articles that you've already created. You can create a new project by clicking on the Create New Project icon here, and then you can choose to give it a name by clicking twice into the name area. So I'll put Sample Project just as an example. Now within each of these folders, which you can use to organize your work, and that could be by niche, or if you have clients you can put your client names, you can create articles by selecting the folder that you want to work in. I'll choose the sample project, and then using the add article icon here you can create a new article. Now there are three ways you can add seed articles. The seed article is the original article that you're starting with. You can type in whatever you want to. You can use our built-in PLR database of about 132,000 articles, or you can use content from the article builder. Let's start with the user content. So you'd put in the title of your article and then the body of the text. When you've finished typing your article, and remember you can copy and paste in here if you have an existing article, you would then click import and it will create the new article for you. I'm going to create a new one to show you the PLR and article database options. And using the PLR database we have, you can choose a specific category. You can see the list here. I'll choose health and fitness, and then a subcategory. I'm going to do weight loss. Now this will bring you a list of items, and if you scroll you'll see that it's a continuous scroll until you've seen all the items that are in the long list. If you want to preview an article, just click on the preview button and you'll see the article before you choose it. To choose an article, you simply double click on the article title, and then you've now got the article ready to start spinning. I'll show you how to use Article Builder now. So I've selected my main project again, click on the Create New Article icon and go into Article Builder, and this is similar where you choose the category, the number of words that you want approximately, and then click on Get Content. This will generate a randomly selected article from the Article Builder content. Click on Import Article and you now have a new article within your project ready to start working on. When it comes to spinning your article, you can double click on the article itself on the title, or you can select the article and then click on the pencil icon to start editing and spinning. So we have three tabs: the visual, the code and the generate tab. In the visual spinner, if you click on a sentence, the new spin window will open. I'll go through each of the options here for you. In the new box you can type in a new version of the sentence that you're seeing here, and then when you've put the variation, click on Add Variation to add it into the spin. So we now have two variations, and you can continue doing that as frequently as you wish. The auto spin and spin functions here work the same way as auto spin here and here, but they apply to the text in this field. So if I put a new variation and then click auto spin, you'll see that what happens is that the Best Spinner automatically spins for me, and if I click on Add Variation now, what I have is a spin version of what I typed. When I'm happy with the variations I've got, and I can add as many as I want, I click on Save. Now you can see that the color has changed, which indicates that this has spin text, although it's hidden from your view to make life less complex. If you want to see the spin text format, you can click on the Code tab and you can see here what the spin text format looks like. But working in the visual editor, that complexity is taken away from you, which makes it easier for you to concentrate on what you're actually doing. So if we now click on the next paragraph, you'll see that we can do the entire paragraph, or we can add sentence variations. Now this is purely up to you, but if you're going for sentence variations you will get more variety and uniqueness in your content. So if we click on Add Sentence Variations, each of the sentences will appear at the top here, and you can work on them one at a time, so it's very simple to do. Now for this example I'm going to use the auto spin here, which will automatically spin that first sentence. Then I can choose the next sentence and you'll see this appears here. I can auto spin that. And if I prefer and I want a very specific content, I can add a new variation within this field and just type in whatever I want. And again, if I want to, I can auto spin whatever I've typed in here. Work your way through each of the sentences, and when you're done, click on Save. For the purpose of this demo video, I'm just using a short amount of text to show you how this works. Now, when we look at the Generate tab, we have a number of icons. Because we already have spin tags in this article, the refresh button will give me a version every time I click it. So if you check the text here, you will see that it changes when I click on respin, and we do have keyboard shortcuts, as you can see. This icon allows me to copy the currently shown article to my clipboard, so I can paste it into Word or wherever I want to use it. This icon allows me to download a number of spun versions, and I can choose the number here. So I could choose 5 different variations, click on download, the variations will be prepared, and then we can download the zip file, and then we've got 5 variations of our original article. Now the next one is the Generate and Compare, and this will allow me to specify that I'm only interested in articles with a certain minimum uniqueness. So if I wanted articles that are at least 40% unique, and I want, let's say, 8 of them, click on Generate, and now what I can see is the percentage of uniqueness in this table. If I want to look at the articles, I can actually click on the cell, and I can see in yellow any of the areas that are the same wording. So I can see visually how similar the articles are. If I now click on the download icon, this will download only the articles that have a minimum percentage uniqueness of 40%. So if we had an article at 33%, like this one for example, that one won't be downloaded. And again, this comes in as a zip file. So this is a very useful way of making sure you get a certain uniqueness level for your articles. You can post directly to your blog by using the post to blog icon, and you can add as many blogs as you like, and to add a new blog detail you click on the plus sign here. The URL should be the link to the main domain of your blog. The username has to be a user on that blog with at least editor privileges, and then put in the password and click on Add Blog. That will add the blog for you, and you'll then be able to post to that blog any new articles you create in the future. I've added a demo blog. Once you've added some blogs, you can choose the one you want to post to. You can choose the category that you want to post to from your blog, because the best spinner will read the categories available. And you can choose the status, whether it's published or draft. So my example displayed article will now be posted to my blog. Just takes a second, and if I want to check how that looks, I can click on the link here, which will open a new tab, and you can see that we have the article showing already. The next icon allows us to do a check within Copyscape if you have a Copyscape account and credits in that account, and it will tell you whether your article is unique as far as Copyscape is concerned. So you would add in your username and key for Copyscape, click on Check the Article, and it will tell you how many similarities it finds online. Now, 2 particularly useful features that we have are the Translate Article into a different language and the Create Audio. We have 15 of the major world languages available, so if we click on Translate Article, we can translate from the current language to any of these 15. I'll choose German in this example. We click on the Translate button, confirm, and in a few seconds we'll see the German article. We can then copy it to the clipboard as before, or we can paste that directly to our blog, which I'm going to do now. And if you recall, I've got an example blog here. So you choose your blog, you choose your category, and then your status. So I'm going to post that to the blog, and in a second I'll get the link. So now we can see I've got a German article, and it took just a couple of clicks. The final icon allows me to create a voiceover, text to speech, using a number of voices, as you can see here. I'll choose Matthew. When I click on Download MP3, an audio file of the article will be created, and then I can download the file, and I can use that in podcasts, I can add it to my blog, whatever I want to do with it. It's a standard audio file with voiceover. I'll play that for you right now so you can hear what that sounds like.
10 real-life diet tips. Are you fed up with diet tips passed out by someone with apparently endless revenue and time? For some of us, it may just not be useful to invest half of our Sunday making carefully portioned foods throughout the week.
So in this part of the video, I'll show you how to use the code window. So let's work on this article. And we'll choose the code window, and we have a couple of options. So this is a save article icon. This particular light bulb icon allows you to automatically spin completely hands off, so I'll show you what that does. And you can see that's identified as many synonyms as it can and put those options in for me. This is now a fully spun article. I'll save that one, and we'll look at this article now for spinning. So we have the manual spin, which allows you to spin manually by typing in options using the syntax format. So this is things such as this kind of formatting. If you're not familiar with the syntax for spin formatting, that will be covered in a more advanced video. But you can also use the spin mode to make life easy. And when we use this spin mode here, you can see that it identifies phrases and sentences, and if we use the right and left arrow key, we can move forward and backwards through the document, and any recognized synonyms will appear in the list for me. So for example, we've got the word acne highlighted. I could use pimples, zits, bad acne, and it is now building up the syntax for me without me having to do any of this fancy formatting. Use the right arrow key to move to skin, skincare, skin treatment, skincare, healthy skincare, and so on. Right arrow key again, tips for, strategies for, methods for, tricks for, suggestions for, and this is building up the syntax format very quickly and very easily for me. Now, if the best spinner finds a word that it doesn't have a synonym for, you can enter a new one here for yourself, click on add, and that will then be part of the syntax for that particular phrase. And you can then continue using the right and left arrow keys to work your way through the document. When you've finished adding as many variations as you wish, either through the visual or the code windows, you will save the article, and then you'll be coming back to the generate tab so that you can generate an article. And this icon will allow me to see the variations just by clicking, and the changes will appear for me. And then of course we can use any of the other icons that we've looked at earlier. And remember, the quickest way to get a spin is to go to the code tab, hit the light bulb icon, and the best spinner will automatically create a fully spun article for you. Now in most cases, when you come to the generate tab and respin, it is advisable to check to make sure that it reads well, and there may be a little bit of editing needed, but it's a great start and will save you a ton of time.